Hey guys, Lorraine Brock here with Get Organized, and we're talking today about closet clutter. Now, closet clutter, it just sort of sneaks up on you, doesn't it? You have all this stuff in your closet that you have expectations of using, and then you don't use it for a while, and then you decide maybe you don't you might use it later, and then you go buy more and you bring other things in, and after a period of time, you're trying to squeeze those clothes in between each other to see, to hang things and to put laundry up, and you realize you've got lots of closet clutter. It's amazing how quickly it sneaks up on you. Well, today I'm going to talk about closet clutter and what you can do to help get your closet better organized. Now, I'm a professional organizer. I'm a pro at this. This is what I do and what I love. But I'm going to give you guys some tips on how to start this project, even if it's a massive, massive project. All right, I want to give a shout out to the residents today at Del Webb at Union Park. Thanks for joining our live YouTube on closet clutter today. So just give a shout out to them. And then I want to start by giving you guys some actual tips on getting organized. So if you are looking at your closet and you're like, I've got to do something. This is ridiculous, right? Here's what I want you to do. I want you to go collect about 12 boxes. They can be cardboard boxes. They could be laundry boxes. And I want you to put them in your bathroom area or right outside of your closet space. Don't put them in the closet space. There's not going to be enough room to actually make all those boxes work and have room and safety not to trip. So I want you to get those boxes, and then I want you to start sorting. Now, don't sort the hanging clothes. Whatever clothing is hanging up, leave it hung up. We will get to that last. In fact, I don't want you to really mess with that right now. I'm talking about the stuff on the floor, from shoes to clothing to photographs. I see a lot of clients that keep photos and old type of things, keepsake stuff all over their floor in swimsuits and socks. Get all of that and start sorting like items together. And you may keep other things in your closet. For example, I have people that keep travel stuff in their closet. They keep hunting stuff in their closet. They keep jewelry in their closet. Sometimes they keep craft things for craft projects or sewing machines in their closet. All the stuff needs to be sorted. And whether you sort it in these containers or you make piles, I like the container unless they're really big, bulky items. And then you could set something next to the box. And the reason why is because number one, the piles sort of get high and they sort of fall off and they go into other piles as you're sorting. But also you can move things around the room easier as you get things sorted and going back into place. So keep the boxes as long as you can. And you may have like two boxes for, let's say you have some old movies in there, or you're storing some old VHS tapes. You may have two boxes of that in your closet. It's amazing what we find that clients have stored in that little closet area. So start sorting first, like items with like items. Pretty simple, socks with socks, belts with belts, that kind of stuff. And I say start out with a dozen boxes because that's probably what's you're going to have enough space for. You might end up needing more, but normally as you take a box in your closet or something and you empty it out and sort it, that box becomes empty. So you have another box. And so you normally uncover a lot of extra storage spaces as you are organizing your closet. So first thing I want you to do is go in there and sort. Don't make decisions with your clutter. Now, I've talked about this before many, many times. You are not there to reminisce and to have a reunion with your clutter. That is just the facts. That it is not the time for having a reunion with your clutter. I don't want you to reminisce of where you wore things, that you haven't saw something. I don't want you to even make a decision if the shirt has a stain on it right now, if you're going to keep it or try to get it out. No decision making right now other than the decision of which category it's going to go into. After you sorted, now you can make those tougher decisions about what you're going to purge. I always say, listen, you really don't know what you want to get rid of until you know what you have, right? And most of us don't really know what we have. So take the time, and now after you've sorted everything, go in and actually start the purging. Now, I love organization, but once you've purged, then you're going to have to make, use some products and decide where things can go. And I love products. I love all sorts of products. So once we've purged and we made a decision on what we want to keep, what we want to get rid of, then we're actually going to start the process of actually thinking about, where does this stuff need to go? Like, do I need to put the PJs over here? I have the iron and ironing board. Maybe that goes over here. Whatever. You've got to make a decision on where things are going to go before you put things back. And just think about who's going to be using them. Are they going to be short? Are they tall? How often the thing is used? Quite simply, some things just don't need to be right here. They need to be higher. But obviously, depending on age and mobility, you're going to have to keep all of that in consideration. Now, products, let's talk about that, because now that we've sorted, we've purged, we've decided where things are going to go back after we've done all the purging. And now is the fun part. It's purging after the assigning is now the containerizing. Products that we use to get things organized. And I'm going to show you some of my favorite ones and ones that are commonly used inside of your closet to get it organized. So first thing, as you saw, I have a hanger here. This is like a very streamlined hanger, and you can see that it's very thin, right? Really, really good for closets for maximizing space when you're struggling with a lot of hanging space or the lack of hanging space. Very, very thin here. And so really great product. A lot of men do not like this hanger because it has sort of a velveteen feel. And what happens is when they go to pull their shirt off to wear it, instead of lifting it off and taking it out, it will not pull off. You'll almost break this before you get the clothing off because it's sort of grippy. Great product. Walmart sells a rubber one like this that our organizers that have used it in many of our clients' homes love it. And I would recommend that one. It's just a rubber one, and you'll be able to, it's a good grip, but it's also not quite as a sturdy grip as this one. I get these. You can get these at Container Store. You can get these at Bed Bath & Beyond. They have great products there. Use your coupon, right? Use your coupon. And this is a great, great product to use. And it's a streamline. So if you're using tube hangers or any kind of wood hangers, the wood hangers actually look really nice, but they are very thick and they take up a lot of space. So maybe switch out your hangers. Don't go real cheap with a brand or a design like this, because what you'll see, like if you go to Marshall's or Ross, what we have seen is that these will come out of here and it's just not really good quality. So go ahead and get middle of the road quality. Like I said, Bed Bath & Beyond is really good. Container Store's more on the high end, and I think you'll really like this. I also like to go with this color versus black, because over time you'll have dust that will accumulate here if you don't dust these off. They just are dust attractors. And obviously because it's a velveteen material, it will definitely collect the dust, and black is much more noticeable. So just keep that in mind. All right, so we talked about a hanger for your clothing. And here's another thing too. This is a 24 pocket over the door shoe organizer. And this is really good for people that want to use their door space, like they don't have anything on it, or maybe they just have one hook and it's really not doing the trick. You can use this for scarves, belts. I've seen undergarments, socks, different things that you might use in your closet that you can roll up and put into these things. You can definitely use them for shoes. No doubt you could, right? But most of our clients that we use these for, or the clients themselves, do not use this shoe organizer. Now, this one's particularly one is from Container Store. They run $15. I would outright just say they're the best ones on the market because the way they're sewn is so good that it allows the pockets, as you reach in there and use them over time, they do eventually tear, but not as quickly as the others. So another really good place to get these, and you can see, is Amazon. You can pick them up at Walmart has one too for about $5 cheaper. It's like $10. But again, for the $15, I think it's well worth the pocketed shoe organizer, and really, really love this. Now, if you don't have a door to put it on, or maybe you don't like this on your door, think if you have any kind of blank wall space in your closet, something that maybe where the light switch is a little off to the left or right of it. Maybe you're just not using some of that sheetrock, that wall space, that you could mount one of these on the wall and use them for various things. Not speaking of this in depth, but, I use this on my coat closet door for dog leashes and all kinds of little gifts that I have for the grandkids when they come over. It's great to keep all kinds of stuff in, but what stuff is in your closet, I don't really know. So just think about that. It doesn't have to be used just for clothing and garments and stuff. So this one is really good. Another thing that I wanted to show you, this one's from IKEA, and you can get these, you might be able to get something like this at Amazon. And I realize shopping's a little bit different right now. So keep this on your list if you want to go get one. But this is like $6 or $7 at IKEA. It is a scarf organizer, but if for any reason you still wear ties or have a few for special occasions, you can put ties in here as well. And it doesn't dimple the tie at all. Actually, the thin part of the tie goes right in here, and you can use that. We've actually used these in garages when clients are trying to repurpose what they already have. And we've used it to hang bungee cords on and clip to them, and just incredible what you can use and repurpose things for, right? But this just actually hangs in your closet on a rod. Now, if you really use the stuff on this a lot, you might want to hang it on a hook in your closet on a wall. That's an option as well. Yesterday there was a Tip Tuesday. I do a live segment on Facebook every Tuesday called Tip Tuesday. So if you're not part of our fan base on our Get Organized Facebook page, please do so. And every Tuesday, I bring you an idea about something to get your home business or life organized. And yesterday we talked about baseball caps. Go back and look at that. But there's two great products I mentioned on that, because guys and gals a lot have baseball hats, and there's great ways to organize those and keep them rather handy and reachable. And I want you to know that if you have those, go back at Tip Tuesday, and I do a little bit more thorough of a job talking about that. But one of the products that I really like for that is on Amazon, and one's at Container Store and Amazon. So you don't have to wait for anything to get open, but look that out, because I don't want to go in all of that today when that's already there, but you will absolutely love it if you have baseball hats. Okay. So another thing you can use for closets to get a little extra hanging space or to utilize things, get them off the ground, is S hooks. Now, I'm not talking about in depth of any other area, but these are also good out in the garage to hang on already, like metal shelves or anything. This can hang on metal shelves in your closet if you have the kind that's sort of the wire. It's good to hang on. You can take this and hang it on clothes racks and use this for all kinds of things. And this can hang on a hook. This can hang in your closet with things coming down, purses, bags, little travel things, all kinds of stuff. I mean, it depends on, again, what you have in your closet. I get these at Walmart. They're sort of a rubbery black feel, and they come in a box of like 3. I don't know the price point. I don't remember. I want to say 5 something. Go to the home organization part in all the stores when you're looking for organizing, and also the craft section. It's crazy how much organization products are in those craft sections, even for closets, things that you might use in the travel area of your closet or something. Especially back to school time when dorms and stuff are happening. Of course, we've got a little bit of time for that, right? But go back and look at those things, because there are all kinds of new products and things are on the market during that time. And I've actually found this in the organizational department at Walmart, but they will all have all kinds of brand new products coming out right by the time that back to school starts. Now, this is we're talking about closets, but I wanted to talk about this a little bit. It's a little bit of a non-closet item. You can get them at Bed Bath & Beyond, Container Store, obviously Amazon. Amazon sells everything, right? And this is a bedside pocket. And these come really long, like double this size. And it also comes in this size. And what this is you can see that it is a bedside pocket that you can put beside your bed. And I always, some things that are in the bathroom and closet sort of make their way out into the bedroom. And I really like having things. And I thought, well, I want to talk about the closet. I'm going to talk about this product because I think it's a really great product to complement sort of that area of your home. You can put magazines, you can put controllers, glasses. I had one client that used it for her kids, and the kids like water every night, would not fail. And they kept a water bottle in there with water in it. So again, just an idea of what you can use to keep things convenient and maximize space. Let me show you this next spec. It's a little bit awkward size, but I think I had showed this to before on one of my closet organizational talks, but it is worthy of renoting. So this right here actually hangs in your closet. It just hangs on the existing hook that's already in there. So there's no installation, really easy. So what you do, let's say in your closet, you had hanging clothes on this rod and there was no other rod below it. You could take those clothes, still leave them there, and just hang this right in between those clothes. And so let's just say all your shirts, for fun here, are hanging on that rod, and this is like this, right? Just like this. All of it's hanging on the rod. And then what will happen is this is the rod that is created down below, like a second area. And you can expand this. Look at that. Like the ones that you normally buy at Walmart or online, they're stationary. They're like this, and this is all you get if you get this much space. And there's no cord to adjust the height if it's too long, if it's too short, if you're long torso, if you're short torso. This is great. So Container Store, $19.99 if it's not on sale. They're obviously running all kinds of sales lately. And here is where the sides here of where you just move it to expand it. So if I can do this, this is, so you see you can make it long or short, and I'm not going to adjust the other side just because it's a little cumbersome, but it's a really great. So you would take this bar would hang down below like this, and then you could hang maybe your pants or other shirts down here, and it creates another rod. So I really, again, these are all my favorite products for organizing your closet and making sure you have some of the right products to actually get it organized. All right. We're going to get into the hanging clothes in just a second here. But before I get in there, I got a couple more products I want to show you. This product right here is called an Insta Hanger. Again, you find it at Container Store, but you'll probably find it online. You can also look for something like a valet bar. And the reason why I like valet bars, which is mostly a bar that you would put or mount on your existing closet shelf or rod, and it pulls out and it allows you to hang things there that you're thinking about wearing or that you're going to wear the next day. I would always recommend everybody have a valet bar in their closet. And you can look for different styles. Just look at that, look at that terminology and do some searching on the internet. This is called Insta Hanger. It is something very similar to a valet bar, but it is stationary, and this sticker would come off, and you can sort of see how they use it. You actually have this front flap pull out, and you can use it to hang clothes on. So there's a good example right there of what I'm talking about. So it actually comes with two ways to mount it. You can mount it with the hardware that it comes with actually on the wall, which a lot of people do that. People like to actually physically mount it on the wall. It can go inside, it can go on a door, inside of a closet. It can go inside of a room on a wall for function, especially if guests are coming and you don't want to give them the whole closet. Give them this, and it holds 50 pounds of clothing. 50 pounds. That's a lot. What it does, and the other way to hang it is it also comes with mounting hardware or hardware that would go on it that would go over the door. And then there's a little sticky thing that sort of sticks to keep it from swinging. So it's not like you're having to drill into all the options. You can actually just put it over a door too and not have to drill on anything. But this is what it does. right? It's like, this is 50 pounds of clothing. So this is about 12 inches here is what this is. 50 pounds of clothing. You use it, your guests use it, you use it if you need. Laundry rooms are great. I've had people use it on their back porch or in their garage to hang wet things that are drying. Swimsuits from the hot tub, they'll hang on like a hanger and hang them outside. Again, just options for you. And then when it's not in use, it just goes flush against the wall and goes back down. So, this is, again, a very versatile product that would hopefully help you. Here, it's also on the picture here, it's talking about a balcony. I know you guys, most people don't have balconies, but if someone had a balcony, they could use it on a balcony. But like a patio type thing is where you would mostly use it for. Again, like drying swimsuits, things that you want to put outside, and it can work and function really well. All right, so let's talk about the hanging clothes. So we've talked about what we need to do. We needed to sort first, then we needed to purge, then we're going to assign a home to what needs to be, where things need to go. Then we're going to containerize, and containerizing is, using the products that I've been showing you to help you get organized. And containerizing, it doesn't mean it has to have a lid on it. It can just be an actual hanger that's containerizing that piece of clothing. So one of the things I want you to do, no matter if you do any organizing in your closet or not, this was what I'm about to tell you is an absolute must. At least do it once a year. You could do it now and put on your calendar this time next year to do it again. Here's the big secret of how to keep your clothes down to minimum and not have to do a massive declutter all the time. When your clothes are hanging in your closet, they're going to hang just like this, right? Just like normal. Then as you take the clothing off and you actually wear this and you wash it, then you're going to hang it back up, right? So what I want you to do differently is take all the clothing in your closet and turn it all around this way. And that means all of these hangers are going to be facing backwards, facing just like this when I look at it. Okay? As you wash it and wear it, now hang it up the right way. And what you're going to find out after the entire year, whatever hangers are still facing backwards, you're not wearing. Now, it may be a special occasion. Maybe it's a suit you only wear for funerals or weddings or whatever. Fine. That's fine. But you can opt to keep it even if the hanger's facing backwards. But most often than not, 80% of what we have in our closet, we are not wearing. And it's because either we think we're going to get into it again, or you do fluctuate in weight a lot and you do need to keep some, but not as much. Or it just, season of your life, you're not wearing those types of clothing anymore. And you probably need to make the decision to get rid of them. This is a great way to visually see what you're truly wearing and not argue. Like my husband says, well, I do wear that. I'm like, no, you don't. Oh, yes, I do. I was like, when? Well, I don't know, but I've worn it before. Yeah, like 3 years ago. You're not even wearing it. You don't even know. If I took it out, you would never even know it was missing. I mean, he would be clueless. And by the way, I will not ever confess that I've done that before, because that could start something. So we won't mention that. Okay. All right. A little awkward moment there. So your clothes are hanging up, right? And now you can see what you're not really wearing and you can purge them. So set your calendar again for another year, do the same thing, turn all the ones you wore, and that normally every year it will get better because you're really making those decisions on what you're wearing and what you're not wearing. So love that idea. That's probably my best tip for keeping the clutter out of your closet and trying to eliminate having to do these big organizational projects each year. Now, another little tip, this would be my second tip over and above the physical organizing, is from now on, and I think this has really even been more so for me the last probably 2 months, because it's not had the ability to shop at stores, even though I do enjoy shopping online. I just actually haven't. I've been busy doing other things. If you buy something, whether it's a pair of shoes, a new belt, a blouse, you take something in your closet out. Like, make this a mandatory thing for whoever you or whomever you share your closet with. It will help so much to keep the closet from getting overly stuffed and overly cluttered with things that you really are not wearing. So when I go in there, if I bought this shirt that I just showed you, I normally come in within that same day and I like, okay, what can I get rid of? And I'm looking at things that maybe my hanger's facing backwards. Maybe that would be a first clue I'd go to if you're doing the hanger thing, is look what goes backwards, or things that, like, I had a lot of clothes that I went to India and I had certain clothes that I wore there, and I want to keep them because I got them from India and they're beautiful, but I don't think I'm ever going to fit in again. I just don't think I am. And so maybe that's the easier decision, to get rid of that blouse that's tight in the shoulder, and I get to keep the new one that I just brought in. I don't know. I mean, you have to sort of reason with yourself, but do it rather quickly so you're able to declutter and bring that other item in. And I tell my husband the same thing. He has at this moment 3 drawers, pull out drawers, enough for what, 2 rows of clothing in each drawer, 3 drawers of t-shirts. And if I added those up, that would probably be about, let's just say there's 20 t-shirts in each drawer. That's 30 t-shirts. Now, the only reason that he has that many is we have room for that many. Our closet doesn't look cluttered. There's a place for everything, but we are at a point we are maxed out. So he knows when he goes to the store, he's having to make that tough decision when he gets home. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. He's got to make that tough decision. And it's just something him and I have agreed to. I do the laundry and I'm saying, listen, I'm the one that's decluttering and stuff. I need you to work with me. And he does. So he doesn't buy that many t-shirts because he realizes he's going to have to get it. So it saves on the pocketbook as well. So just to keep that an idea as another way to keep your closet decluttered. The other thing I want to mention, and this is not really a declutter, it's more of a beauty type thing, a very aesthetic looking thing, is we use all of our organizers use these things called the color wheel. And a lot of our organizers laminate them and they stick it up on a wall in their closet to be able to organize our clients' clothing and color code them when we're working in their closet. So what I would suggest for anyone that you guys want to make a comment down below, I'll be glad to mail you out one of these and send you one if you want. You can probably find them online too. We just have these and they're cardstock and we put our logo on the back of them, and that's just sort of what it is. But I'd be happy to mail you out one of these, but we just found ours online and then we printed it. But it's a great thing because as you bring in clothes or hang in clothes from the laundry, you'll normally sort of get it, but sometimes it's like, oh, I only have one shirt that's burgundy like that. Where does it go? And actually, I had that this morning. I was like, I got to figure out where burgundy goes because I only have one of them. And so it's really good. I love the color coding. And, I would some people like to keep like shirts with shirts or like pants with pants or like then dress in more formal clothes or more, work clothes, like grungy clothes, depending on if you're hanging those up to keep those together. And that's fine. Some people like to keep the colors together, like all my white clothing together, all my green clothing together, that kind of stuff. There's no wrong or right on that. It depends on how you like to get dressed and how you like to look for things. I like to look by style first. But so all my styles are by colors. That's just sort of the way I do it. All my blouses, all my turtlenecks, all my sweatshirts, they're all organized inside their own category, but all color coded. So that's the way I do mine. And again, there's no right or wrong there, but that's how I look for my clothing first. So, all right, then let's finish this up. So we've talked about, again, just a little review here. We've talked about sorting. We've talked about purging. Don't purge. Don't make decisions. Don't do anything but sort first. No reunion with a clutter, right? Nada. Okay. So we have sort, purge, assign a home. Make sure you know where things are going to go back. Think outside the box of how you're using your space. Look for empty spaces on the wall that you could put things, hooks, shoe organizers that you don't have to use for shoes, maybe a jewelry organizer behind the door, or, for the guys and gals, baseball caps are really good. There's organizers that can go behind the door for that, not necessarily on the door, be on the wall. So look for that. So after you assign a home, then you want to containerize, and then you want to evaluate. And evaluate is, listen, my whole world has changed the last few months, and what worked for me 60 days ago is not working for me now. I've had to change the way I live, the way I work, where I keep things, because my lifestyle has changed. I've become more homebody. I've become working at home more. And you need to think about that when you venture out again and you start working again, or you start socializing more or volunteering. All these things, all the systems you had in place might have to shift again based on your lifestyle, your habits, and your tendencies. So know that, most of the closet organization is going to work right now because everyone still gets ready and everyone's getting out the door and doing things, whether they're leaving their home or not, right? So keep in mind that things change with people, and you want to make sure that you are able to make adjustments as necessary when you're organizing and you're decluttering. Most of the donation sites are definitely open in all the areas, but you do need to look on their website, because they have limited hours and limited availability for you to drop off things. And I'm not sure about the pickup. I do believe pickup is going on, but again, limited hours of operations have changed, and you just need to make sure. But I did do a very deep decluttering of my garage and took a lot of stuff, but I had to wait like 4 or 5 days because my donation site was only open like 2 days a week. So look at that. You also want to make sure that when you are decluttering in the future, like after this big one, maybe set up you a donation space in your garage, like a box or a tote, something that when you find something in your closet or anywhere in your home that you're really like, I won't wear this anymore. It's fine to give away or to donate, but you're not going to wear it anymore. Go ahead and take it out to your donate section, like out in the garage, or it could be in a closet, another closet in the bedroom. I mean, you find the space you want it. I like to use my garage and get it out of there and put it in some place. And that way, when I'm ready to take my donation, it's in a box, it's already together. I'm not having to do a massive decluttering, and I just take it and drop it off at my convenience. So you might want to set up a donation place in your garage right now that would help you have a place to put the things that you declutter with or declutter, so you can get that out of your house and not keep it in there. A lot of times when we go through clients' homes, we'll say, oh, I don't even need that anymore. I've been meaning to get rid of it. Well, and go put it in your donation. That's really going to help you get it out of where it doesn't need to be, and go put it in your donation stack. And you can also keep some kind of tablet or notepad, or you can use an app on your phone to list those items that you're donating for tax purposes as well. And that's a good place. I actually have a list out in my garage where I just keep, after I put something in there, I add it to that list. It's just a manual list, but you could use some kind of app as well. So hopefully that has given you guys some ideas on decluttering and keeping that closet cleared. I definitely want you to look around for ways you can maximize space in your closet. Now I'm going to leave you guys with this, and hopefully it will work. I can't do it. I was going to be able to try to share a picture with you. I'm going to share a picture on my Facebook page. I may be able to do it on YouTube, so we'll see. But basically, it is if you go to like Lowe's, Home Depot, they have these closet-made cubes, the particle board kind, right? Okay, the cubes are about 10 by 10. These are really, really good to put in people's closets, down underneath on the floor, underneath a bar if you're not using it to hang clothing, or at the top of a closet. You can turn them sideways and go long ways, and it allows you to have some cube space. Whether you use the inserts in the cube or not doesn't matter. You can put all kinds of folded clothes and purses or bags or containers or even shoes in those cubes. And it really is a custom fit. Um, it looks like a custom fit because these are white, and often closets are white, and you'll be able to put them and nest them in there. And you just got to build them, and they do great. I mean, they're not real wood, but for a closet area, it works great. They run about 35-ish dollars. I would go with the the 6 cube that has 6 compartments. I would go with that as the most commonly used one in closets. And we just nestle them down on the floor, stand them up, and it fits right underneath an existing rod. And you can use it for storage and get things off the floor. Or sometimes, again, we put them up high on a shelf in a closet and turn them sideways, and the client's able to reach those cubes and have some additional storage that's not just a flat shelf up there. You actually have some cubes to separate things and give you some height. So hopefully, I'm going to hopefully be able to share that picture with you guys on our Facebook or YouTube, but please, please check that out. It's a great way to maximize space. Well, guys, I have enjoyed our time together, and you guys need any organizational help. Get Organized is absolutely honored to take great care of you and get those closets cleared out. Go now and take all those clothes and turn them backwards, and that should be a great solution to helping you keep that closet clutter under control. Well, guys, thanks for joining me, and y'all have a blessed day. Bye-bye.